Hey guys, Youmuus here, and welcome in. The stream should be starting now. I am planning on making this a video later on too, so if you guys are watching this as a recorded video, how are you doing? Welcome in. We're going to be reviewing all the new stuff shown for TFT Set 2 or Season 2, Rise of the Elements. And there's a lot of crazy new stuff. There's a bunch of new units and swap arounds. Almost every unit got their class or something like that changed. Class or origin changed. There's now elements instead of origins, actually. There's new items. There's the board. There's new stuff on the board, too. Lots of crazy stuff. I'm going to welcome in my live viewers here first, though. How you doing? Pike, Sam, random name, Luca99. Sad, Hoovy, Tone, Angelo, Vexy. How's everyone doing, yo? Today we're going to be reviewing everything, and I am planning on making this a video later on, so that's why I preferenced my intro like that a little bit. But I want to have chat here reviewing everything with me so that I don't miss anything. You know, you guys are really creative. You might think of something like crazy that I don't see like off the bat. And, you know, a trait might be really good with this other trait that I might not notice immediately. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything here. Here's a look at all the stuff. First one up is all the champions. Let's see how this looks on screen. I can press F11 too. Oh, I don't have to zoom in. I press F11 to full screen it. Check this out, guys. This is every single champion in the newer set here. I'm going to put this up here. I know the chat is blocking out a little bit of it, but we're going to zoom in and review them one by one anyway. So there's going to be a total of 12 one costs, about 12 2 costs as well, and then 10 or 11 11 3 costs, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 4 costs, and then only 5 costs. So they're probably going to add more 5 costs later on. And if you count the Kiana, I guess that's 12 3 costs as well. And then finally at the bottom here, there's all the different Luxes. And Lux can come in every single elemental type. So let's go ahead and go over them first here. Actually, before we go over everything, we don't really know what the classes do per se. So maybe we actually... Okay, we'll actually go through them and then go over what every class does, right? So we'll zoom in a bunch. First up, we have Kog'maw, which is a 1 cost, probably definitely ranged, Poison Predator. So let's look up what Poison and Predator is here. Well, this is actually going to be a little bit scuffed here. All right, let's just keep it zoomed out, actually. Now that I think about it, it might be really annoying to zoom in and out of it all the time. So Poison. Poison is over here. Poison. When you have 3 of them, poison champions apply neurotoxin when they deal damage, increasing the target's mana cost by 50%. Interesting. So poison actually doesn't do any more damage. What poison does is it just makes the enemies take longer to cast spells. So who would that be? So it's kind of like a hush kind of effect if you think about it, making the enemies. So it's really good against mage comps, and it's bad against shit like rangers, which don't use spells too much. So that's poison. And then predator is like the class. So let's look up predator. Predator units instantly kill enemies who are below 20% health. Whoa! So predators, if you have 3 of them, they automatically execute people that are under 20% health. So predator would be really good with AoEs. If you have a like, if, say, Karthus is a Predator unit now, he would be able to insta-kill everything that's low health on the map. That would be very interesting. So, Poison and Predator is going to be Kog'maw stuff. So, a ranged Predator champ would be pretty good, right? I don't know how many of those there are yet, so we're going to have to look through it. But, yeah, next up, we have Ivern, which is a Woodland and Druid. So, let's look up what a Woodland is and a Druid is. Woodland, at the start of combat, it seems like all of the... It seems like actually most of these traits... No, actually some of them have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So not all of them have the same number of champions in it, right? So Woodland. At the start of combat, a random Woodland champion makes a copy of themselves. Whoa! Interesting. So if you have an Ivern and I guess Leblanc, which is another Woodland. What's another Woodland? Nico. You have these 3. You start a combat, you basically have 4 champions. It makes a copy of one of them. That seems really good, actually. Woodland is just like a free force of nature, right? Does it copy items? I'm not sure, but I think it probably will copy items as well. But then it gets really RNG. If you accidentally copy your unit without the items, then it could be really bad, right? So there's Woodland. And Druid, I've seen a sneak peek of on Twitter, which is they heal themselves. Here we go. When you have 2 Druids, regenerate 40 health each second. That is extremely good. Think about it. That is, like, the Noble buff is insanely good early game. Imagine starting a game with 2 Druids. They're basically invincible. 40 health each second is a lot. Noble buff with 25 health per hit is already a lot. So this is actually a really good buff. Do not sleep on Druid. It only costs 2. So you can get it in the first PvP round, supposedly, right? So we have 1 Druid here. And then, yeah, you can supposedly go Maokai, Ivern, double Woodland, Druid, and already get it. So this seems like a really good early game combo. So Ivern, Maokai, and maybe someone like Leblanc. You get Woodland and the Druid combo. Super good early game, alright? Next one up, we have Warwick, which is actually with the Glacial skin, Glacial Predator. So we know what Predator does, right? So he kills low health targets. But what does Glacial do now? Oh, Glacial is about the same. Basic attacks from Glacials have a chance to stun the target for 1.5 seconds. So it's actually 2, 4, 6 now, and it's 20, 40, 60%. I think the numbers changed a little bit there, but it should be around the same as live. So, okay, we know what that does, right? So they actually kept in Glacial. Most of the other stuff they took out. Yo, so many Druids. Woodland's going to be OP. Yeah, it seems really easy to get the Druid bonus off. And 40 health is a lot of health, man. Like, that's a lot of health. So next up, we have Diana, which is an Inferno Assassin. And then Inferno, I'm assuming Assassin's the same, right? Assassin is around the same, 3 and 6. There's no more Assassin 9 now, but it looks like they're around the same. You gain more crit chance and crit damage. Inferno spells burn the ground beneath their target, dealing % damage of that spell's pre-mitigation damage as magic damage over 5 seconds. So Inferno is kind of like Shyvana in game, where she leaves a puddle of fire. Not talking about TFT, in like actual League, you know, she spits the flame, it burns the ground. Inferno spells burn the ground of where their spells hit, and then people that walk in it take AoE damage. Kinda awkward, but not the worst there. Inferno Diana. Next one up, we have Maokai, which is a Woodland Druid. Not much else to say about that. Actually, we can see their abilities too, I think, right? Let me see. Let's look up their abilities too. This is going to be a really in-depth video if we can see their abilities too. So there's this website called TFT Tactics. Let's see if we can actually see their abilities. So let's look up Kog'maw. 1 cost. Kog'maw. Do we know his ability? Oh, we do. Okay, we actually know their abilities now too. Wait, this is amazing, guys. We have so much info on hand. So Kog'maw has his ultimate. Fires a living artillery shell at an enemy, dealing magic damage. Dealing just damage, it says. 125, 275 to 425 damage. Does not look that good, but hey, if it executes as AoE, it could be really nice. So there's Kog'maw. Let's look up the next one here. 1 cost, which is Ivern. Ivern's ability is the Trigger Seed. Grants a shield to the ally with the lowest health. Shield amount 200, 400, 600. I think Ivern is really good, bro. Ivern is going to be really good because the shield coupled with the Druid healing will make him like a mini KO. I think he's going to be like a mini KO. I don't know how much mana he starts with. It doesn't say any of that right now. But still, if he has low mana and Seraphs, he can be spamming shields like crazy. Someone's coming home, so that's why a bunch of dogs are barking, bro. Let's go ahead and look at Maokai. Maokai's thing is Sap Magic. After taking damage from a spell, Maokai's next base attack will heal him. This doesn't look like it has a cooldown. It's a passive. So versus very spell-heavy, like Akali comps, Maokai's going to be crazy. Sorry about my dogs. I'll wait for them to... Y'all done? Someone's coming home and they got to be like, hey, Philip! Hey! Yo, do you know someone's coming home? Bro, someone's coming home! Yo, come look! So, you know, happens. Dogs, you know what I'm saying? Alright. So there's Maokai. Next one up. We're not even up to it yet, but there's Nasus. Oh, we're up to Diana. Where's Diana? Why doesn't this show Diana? Is Diana a 2-cost unit? No, Diana's right there. Maybe this is not fully up to date. This doesn't even have Diana on there. Yeah, this is not fully up to date. Okay, let's skip Diana here since we don't know its ability. And next one up is Oren. Let's take a look at Oren. Oren is a Electric Warden. Okay, so Electric means champions shock nearby champions whenever they deal or receive a critical strike. Interesting. So Electric could be really good with Assassins then, right? Because they do like shiv damage whenever they crit, and assassins have more crit. So that could be good. Oren's ability is Electrifying Breath. Oren unleashes lightning bolts in a cone in front of him, dealing damage and increasing critical strike chance by 20% for 4 seconds. Not bad. He could be a good Infinity Edge user if he increases his own crit chance, right? Not bad. And he's a Warden, and Wardens gain increased total armor. Okay, so Wardens are like Guardians, but selfish. They basically just give you more armor percent. So if he starts the game with, say, 40 armor, and then you get the Warden buff, it becomes 80 armor because 100%. If you get up to 6 Wardens, they are really tanky. 500% armor. Imagine that with Thornmail. That could be really, really good. Okay, so let's back it up here. Next one up we have is... So I guess I don't really need these no more, right? So I'll move these to the side here. Next one. Oh, Renekton. Oh, I'm actually excited. I haven't really seen this either. So we have Vladimir, which is a Ocean and Mage champion. So let's look at Vladimir here. Ocean and Mage. His ability is Drain, deals damage to the target and healing himself for the damage dealt. They don't really have the numbers on how much it is yet, but it's probably going to be low. He seems like he's going to be like a low mana champion. Ocean's ally restored mana every... Yo, this is actually good. Every 4 seconds, getting a bit of mana. The mana seems a bit low, though. 10, 20, 40 seems a bit low. I think it's going to get kind of good at around 4, because 10 mana isn't really too useful every 4 seconds. That's like 1 auto attack's worth of mana generation. So Ocean, I don't think is too good yet, unless you have really low mana champions. Like Akali, it would be really good on, probably, right? But not on someone like, you know, with big mana pool. Mage. Mage has a chance to cast... Mages have a chance to instead double cast. So if you have 3 mages, you have 50% chance to cast a spell twice. But if you have 6 mages, you can cast it every single time you ult twice. That could be insane. Imagine an ASOL shooting through your team twice. That could be really, really insane, actually. A double ASOL will wipe your shit, bro. Tell me not. And it'll proc Ludens twice, too. Oh my god, that could be really good, actually. That's probably better than 100% spell damage, in my opinion, right? And it breaks spell shield and stuff with the first one, too. Mage seems kind of good if you get Mage 6. Alright, I can vouch for Mage 6. That's Vladimir right there. Next one up, we have Talia. I think I'll just look through them on here, then. I don't really need this anymore. Next one, we have Talia, however you want to say it. She is a mountain. At the start of combat, a random ally gains a 1,500 damage stone shield? Is it just me, or does that seem really, really good, bro? This seems really good. 1,500 health stone shield. Maybe the item's going to be changed before live, but that is a crazy big shield. I'm not sure it'll proc Luden twice. It seems like too much. Yeah, that seems like it's a bit too much. That seems like it's a bit too much. I'll check it out later, Turtle. Right now, I just want to read through most of this stuff. And then her ability is Seismic Shove. Talia causes the ground to rise under the enemy with the most mana, dealing damage and either pushing them or pulling them towards her. Wow, it's interesting that they mentioned the most mana here. So Talia, if she has a bunch of items, she could snipe out someone that's about to use their ultimate, which is going to be really good. And she's like a really clutch champion. Someone's about to use an ultimate and kill your whole team. Talia Seismic Shoves, boom, either kills it or pushes it into the team and gets your team to kill it. For being a 1 cost, that seems like a fairly good ability. Okay. Next one, Vayne is still in the game as a 1 cost, but Vayne is a light champion now. She still has the same passive. And then with the light origin, when a light champion dies, very important, it has to be a light champion, all other light champions gain attack speed and are healed for 25% of their maximum health. Interesting. So how you want to play light champions is you probably want to put in 1 light champion in the front to suicide and like buff up all your other light champions, I think. That's probably the play with light champions. And Rangers actually got a change here. Ranger 6 is a thing now, and they have a 100% chance to double attack speed. Pretty interesting, so it's nice that Rangers are still in the game. Next one up, we got Renekton. We gotta look at my boy Renekton, one of my favorite champions. He's a 1 cost. Could have made my boy a 2 or 3 cost at least, right? But you know what? It's alright. We get to have him at the start of every game, right? Renekton's abilities is Q, swings his blade, dealing damage to all nearby enemies and restoring health. So he's going to be like the Darius of the game, I'm thinking. He's just going to be the new Darius of the season. He does 150 damage, heals 150. Yup, he just looks like Darius, man. He just looks like Darius. Right? Desert reduces enemies' armor. Whoa! 2 Desert reduces enemy armor by 50. Actually, I say whoa to that, but that's actually not that good. Because remember Void? Didn't Void do that back then? And Void was really bad until it did true damage. So Desert does not seem that good with armor reduction. And even Desert 4 with 90% does not seem that good. I don't think Desert's actually that good. Because I remember Void back then, and it was kind of trash. It was only when they made Void true damage was when it actually started getting good. So Desert, don't have high hopes for that. Berserk, another class, innate. At the start of combat, Berserkers leap to the nearest enemy, not farthest, nearest enemy. And Berserkers have a 40% chance to hit all units in a cone in front of them with their attacks. So Berserkers have like Assassin, but instead of jumping in the back, they jump to the front line. And they have a 40% chance to like proc a Titanic Hydra hit with 3. And then with 6 of them, they have an 80% chance. So they're basically all doing AoE at that point. And they're just AoEing people down. Okay, I guess Desert does reduce it for all enemies, right? Not just the Void units. So that could be kind of good, right? No. That's what Old Void did. Old Void reduced enemy armor for everyone. Yeah, so I don't think Desert's going to be that good. Sad that Renekton is in the Desert tribe, because I really like Renekton. Next one up, we have Warwick. Let's see Warwick's ability. His ability is his ultimate again, but now he's just a Glacial. And him being a Glacial with his ultimate is actually good, because it applies 3 hits, which has a really high chance of proccing Glacial. So there's Warwick for you. And then the Execute will really help out, because if you hit like the first tick of your ultimate and immediately executes, hey, not bad. You save a bunch of time on Warwick. And Warwick's good with Giant Slayer, because his ult can proc him multiple times. Not bad. And we have Zyra too. Zyra's a 1-cost unit? Wow. I would think Zyra would be a 5-cost unit. Alright, Zyra. Rampant Growth is her ability. Zyra summons 2 untargetable flame spitters at the corners of the arena. Interesting that they're untargetable. So she just basically summons 2 turrets that slowly shoot people down, I'm assuming, right? And then her trait is Inferno. Spells burn the ground. That could be really good too. Whenever her things shoot, it burns the ground of where they shoot for damage. Could be pretty good. And she's a summoner. Summoned units have increased health and duration. Interesting. So this is going to be like the new Shapeshifter class, I'm assuming, right? Instead of transforming, they're summoning. Gonna have to see how this works to fully understand this. It's anti-Warden? Yeah, it's anti-Warden, but I don't think Warden is going to be that good. Do plants die when everyone dies? Probably, since it's untargetable, right? So look at 2-cost units. We have Brom. Brom is basically exactly the same, other than he's a Warden now. Okay, that's a quick one. Next up, we have it says Diana's a 2-cost unit here, but it says it's a 1-cost unit here. So they're probably still in development with all that, right? So Diana is going to be a Inferno Assassin. Kind of good combo. A lot of high damage here. I think Electric Assassin is going to be the really crazy ones, right? So Pale Cascade. Diana creates 3 bolts that spin around her that explode on contact with the enemy, dealing magic damage, and additionally that grants a shield for 3 seconds. So she's kind of like the Kai'Sa now, where she jumps and gets a shield. The shield is actually fairly big. The damage is fairly low. Pretty good stuff. And giving some survivability to Assassin could be really clutch if you give her like a Bloodthirster or a Gunblade to heal up. Could be pretty good. Other than that, I don't really think much of her. Let's go ahead and look at Jax. Ooh, I'm excited for Jax, bro. You skipped Nasus? Oh, did I skip Nasus? Let's go ahead and look at Nasus real quick. See, that's why I have you guys here, man. Let's look at Nasus. Nasus' ability is Fear of the Dawn, so that's his ult. Temporarily enrages, granting bonus health and damaging adjacent enemies to each second of duration. Okay, so he has like a Lulu ult, but instead of knocking people up, it just damages people around him. He's good with this Morello because his AoE is a light champion and a Warden. Very interesting. It doesn't show any of the numbers yet, but I assume he's going to be another meathead kind of champion, you know? He's going to be like a Garen type of champion that's good. Just generally a solid champion. Alright, let's look at Jax now. Jax's ability is Counter-Strike. Jax dodges all incoming attacks, or all incoming, not just basic attacks. It says all attacks for 2 seconds, then strikes nearby enemies, stunning them for 1.5 seconds. So that's actually really good. Imagine Jax with Sojin in this. Yo, he could just permanently ult, like in League of Legends. That would be pretty good. He's a light champion, and he's going to be really good with attack speed for sure, to stack up his Counter-Strike. And he's a Berserk, so he jumps in the front line, dodges everything, hits people for AoE, and then stuns people in AoE. Pretty solid, man. Can't knock Jax. I haven't played with any of these yet, but seems pretty damn good. Next one up, we got Leblanc. Teamfight Tactics Leblanc. If Furo chains, Leblanc flings an illusionary chain towards a random enemy, dealing damage and stunning them after 1.5 seconds. So she's kind of like a single target Morgana. You know how Morgana has to stay alive to proc the secondary effect of it? Seems pretty interesting. Is a Forest Champion. At start combat, Forest Champion makes a copy of themselves. Yep. She's going to be really good. I think LeBlanc, Maokai, I'm calling right now, LeBlanc, Maokai, and Ivern is going to be like a crazy-ass early game combination right there. That's going to be like the new Noble 3. Insane early game right there. Ooh, Malzahar's in the game. Interesting. Malzahar's in the game. That's actually really beast. Malzahar's ability is Void Swarm. Malzahar opens a gate, summoning dark spirits to fight alongside him. Number of spirits, 2, 3, 4. Spirits damage, 6, 10, 4, 140. Yo! This is going to be really good too. Actually, he's a summoner, so if you go a summoner class, it just summons a bunch of shit, and they all fight for you. He's a shadow unit. We haven't seen these yet. Shadow units deal increased damage for 5 seconds at the start of combat. Refreshed on takedown. Interesting. Okay. So, shadow units are good with bursty items then, I assume, to just kill enemies quickly to refresh a shadow buff. So, stuff like Ludens will help them out. Very interesting. So this would be good on assassins. Any shadow assassins would be really, really good. So 50% increased damage, self takedown, 100% increased damage, any shadow takedown. Oh, so you got to stack them. You can't stack anyone else. Interesting. Malzahar plus electric plus assassin. Yo, yep, shadow electric assassin. That would be really insane. Nico. Nico is no longer Nico's help. They probably might still have that item in the game, though. But she has Blooming Burst. Nico propels a seed at random target. The seed will bloom 3 times, each time with a larger radius and dealing damage to enemies within. That's pretty good. Like, so she's going to do 300 damage in her first one, right? Because it pops 3 times. That seems really good. And she's a Forest and Druid, too. Yo, Forest and Druid has really, really good early game. But they don't seem to have any late game. So you're going to have to replace them later on or get them 3-starred. Because they're mainly 1 and 2 cost units. So they have insanely good early game, but they scale off really badly. Next one we have Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai is our first Steel champion. Okay. And then Rek'Sai changed up the ability. Instead of the tunnel now, Rek'Sai bites an enemy, dealing true damage. Just kind of like a Kha'Zix Q kind of ability, you know, just does a bunch of damage to one champion. And Steel champions grant damage immunity for a few seconds when they're reduced below 50% health. Whoa, that's really good. Steel champions just get a free Kale ultimate if they go under half health. This is really, really good, man. If there's ever like a Steel AD carry or Steel assassin, that seems really, really good. And they ramp up by 1s too, so they're really easy to ramp up. Wow, Steel seems like it's very, very good, and it's a Predator too, so it insta-kills targets that are low. Dude, I'm liking Steel, man. I'm liking Steel, bro. How you doing, 1%? You think a company like Riot will add Satan in? What? Santa? Alright, so Rek'Sai seems good. Skarner is a to be determined, so we don't know what his ability yet, but it's probably going to be his ult. Let's be real. It's going to be his ult. He's going to drag someone into your team. Crystal champions have a maximum amount of damage they can take from a single hit. 100 damage from single hits. Whoa! Wait, this is really good versus mages. This is really, really good versus mages then, dude. An ASOL that's about to blast your whole team for 500 damage can only blast Skarner for 100 damage. So this is like having a Dragon Claw. Whoa, this is really, really good. This is super, super good, I think. This is actually hidden OP. I think Crystal is insanely good. This is insanely, insanely good. Because think about it, this is just basically free MR. Because every champion with abilities usually does over 100 damage. So this is super, super good. It's not very good versus like Rangers because they do a little damage a lot of times. But versus like a itemed up Asol could be really good, or Karthus. Awesome. I think I like Crystal. Syndra is next up. Syndra is a Ocean champion. So I didn't think Ocean was that good. So I don't think she's from a good class, but Mage is pretty good though. And her active is Hydrosphere. Creates a Hydrosphere at a target location that damages enemies. So okay, she seems like a a kind of Lysandra style champion where she has a low cooldown, probably little mini AoE ability. Could be pretty good. Lysandra's actually pretty good right now too, but that's because of her self-ulting ability though. Next up we have Thresh, which is another Ocean champion. He's an Ocean Warden, and his ability is Thresh throws his lantern to the nearest lowest health ally, shielding them and nearby allies for a few seconds. Interesting, so he's kind of like a mini Kale, kind of. He shields the lowest health target, helps keep them alive so they can get their ult off. Pretty useful overall. I don't really like these two. I think these are pretty bad classes though, so I don't think Thresh is going to be too good though. Varus, next one up. Varus has his Q again, same as last time, does around the same damage as well, but now he's in Inferno, so that Q will leave behind a burning trail. But since he lost Demon, he can't get the Q off as quickly as he does on live servers right now. So, it could be good. He's definitely going to do more damage, so Varus and Sorcerer comps or Mage comps could be really good. But he's not a Mage himself, though, so if you Mage him, he could be really good, maybe. Actually, is there a Mage item? Yep, there's a Mage item. So if you make him a Mage, imagine him double shooting his ult and setting up 2 burn paths, too. That could be really crazy. Alright. Next one up, we have Volibear. Volibear is a 2 cost now, so they lowered his cost by 1. He's an Electric and Glacial and Berserk. Whoa, he's a triple class. He's Electric, Glacial, and Berserk. So automatically, he's pretty good because he'll round out a lot of comps. And then his ability is Frenzy. Voli bites an enemy if the target is less than 35% health, is killed instantly, and Volibear fully restores his mana. Whoa, so he's kind of like 4. He has a built-in Predator, and he's Electric, Glacial, and Berserk. And he resets, too. Voli seems pretty interesting, man. Voli is a pretty damn interesting champion here. I think Voli's going to be good. I really liked playing Voli meta, actually, with Rapid Fire Cannon Volis. It was getting a little bit stale, but I kind of liked it. It's glad to see Voli back, and honestly, really useful, it seems like. Nice. And by the way, whoa. Electric 4, 500 damage? Imagine stacking a bunch of crit on like an Electric Ranger, and then they just shiv for 500 damage every other auto. That could be insane. Alright, there's Voli, and then Yasuo. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, bro. Yasuo went from a 5 cost, ballin' ass unit, late game premier hyper carry, to a 2 cost, bro. To a 2 cost. They really did my boy like that, dude. Shit. His ability's Last Breath. Yasuo teleports to the nearest enemy with the most items, knocking them up in the air for 1 second and slashing them repeatedly. Okay, so they completely changed his Qs now, too. To where he just focuses down the most fed enemy champion, kind of. He's a Wind champion. All allies gain dodge. Oh, so this is the new Yordle. Wind is the new Yordle. 25, 40, and 60% dodge chance. Pretty good. And I like classes that scale really linearly like this. So you're never really wasting a champion. So say you have 3 Wind champions. Usually right now in TFT, there's not many tribes that benefit you for going up 1. They benefit you for going up 2. So you don't waste that. That's pretty good. I like that. Yasuo seems like, hey, a 2 cost Blade Master with dodge seems pretty damn good. So that's all the 2 costs. Let's see the 3 costs now. Ooh, Aatrox is in here, but he's a light champion now, looks like, right? Yep, he's light because he has this skin on. And then he has the same Q as before, and he's light and Blade Master. Is he going to be better for it? I think he's a little bit worse, actually, since he's... maybe Aatrox is going to be the suicide champ for the light champions. Like, make sure that he has a little bit of mana on him and put him in the front. He gets 1 ult off, dies, amps all your other light champions. Seems pretty good. Aatrox usually only gets 1 ult off anyway, though. Next one, we have Azir. Azir is a desert unit, and then his ability is Arise. He summons a Sand Soldier for 6 seconds. When Azir attacks an enemy in the Sand Soldier's range, the Sand Soldiers attack as well. So he's kind of like a attack speed carry then. He has like a 90 damage on hit, basically. Yeah, so that's why he's Rage Blade. Oh, we're Sojin. Maybe in summon multiple Sand Soldiers, too. Could be pretty damn interesting. He has Desert, which I don't think is good, and he has Summoner, which I'm not too sure about yet. So kind of iffy on Azir right now. And then next up we have Dr. Mundo. He's actually a poison unit. He's using the really old skin. They should update the splash art, man. His ult is Adrenaline Rush. Dr. Mundo creates a toxic cloud around him that deals damage to all nearby enemies for a portion of the damage, and heals for a portion of the damage every second for 8 seconds. Huh. So he has like a Sunfire Cape style Nasa's ult, but he heals instead. I also don't think Poison is that good now that I look into more of these abilities. Like increasing the enemy's mana cost by 50%. It's annoying, but I don't think it's worth building a comp around. No, I covered Brom already. So I don't think Poison's that good. He's Berserk, so he jumps in the front though, which is good, because then that helps him get off his ult easier. Could be interesting, Mundo here. Yeah, he's probably definitely going to be a GA user. Anyone that AoEs and needs to ult is a pretty good GA user. And if he pops ult and GA, he'll heal while he's reviving too, which is good. Ezreal. Ezreal's in the game, boys. He's a 3-cost Glacial Ranger. His ability is Mystic Shot. He fires a bolt of energy at the enemy with the lowest health, dealing damage and applying on-hit effects. So he has like smart targeting here, kind of like Warwick, where he tries to kill off low health enemies, which is good. It could be good and bad, because he might waste it on a really low health enemy, and it's like using an ability for no reason. It applies on-hit effects, which is nice too, so he can silence them or proc Shiv on them, whatever he needs. Glacial Ranger. Alright, not bad. He's going to be the executor for the Ranger comp then. Maybe Ashe stuns someone far away and they have 1 health, but they're not like focusing it. And then him, when he gets mana, will Mystic Shot and kill off that target. Oh, it procs on-hit effects too. Since he's Glacial, it can also freeze. Kindred is now a 3-cost, and it is a... Whoa, she has 2 classes. She's an Inferno Shadow Ranger. Okay, Rangers always seem kind of good, I think. And then her ability instead of her ult. Okay, thank God they removed her ult. Her ult is way too good, man. Her ult is so good. And it's the only real reason why the Rangers can get away with being full damage and not getting punished. Because she just makes the whole team invincible. So she has Dance of Arrows. Wolf attacks Kindred's target while Kindred leaps away. Okay, seems like just a pretty regular ability. And Inferno, so where Wolf is attacking, will set the ground on fire. Shadow, she starts the game with bonus damage. This is probably going to amp with Inferno too, which is going to be really good. And then Ranger too. So imagine if she gets Shadow and attack speed buff and Inferno, she'll insta-kill someone and just keep resetting. Okay, she seems pretty good, but she has... Oh, she actually upped her attack speed to 0.7. I was just about to say she has the lowest attack speed of all the Rangers on live, so that's why she's not stacked that much. Wait, is the 7-cost Lux? Yep, Lux is the 7-cost. Nihilus here, another Ocean champion. Not liking Ocean. Ocean and Warden. So I guess it is easy to get these bonuses because Thresh and Nihilus are both the same thing. So if you have a Thresh and Nihilus, they both give each other the buffs. So it's really easy to get this buff off, but I just don't think they're good. 10 mana every 4 seconds is bad, and 100% armor is not that good either. I don't know, I might be proven wrong though. And his ult is Depth Charge. It's kind of like a Vi ultimate where it seeks out the furthest away enemy and knocks them up. I think that's going to be good though. If you put Morello on him, and he ults the farthest away target, knocking everyone up in the duration, or give him a Sojin or something, seems really good. His ability seems good. I just don't like these origins, man. I can't see him being too good. Next one up, we have Nocturne. Nocturne is a Steel champion. Okay, another Steel champion. Not bad. Not bad. He has a passive. Every 3rd attack, Nocturne deals additional damage to enemies around him and heals for a portion of damage. 7,500. Okay, so he has like a built-in static shiv. He has a built-in static shiv that heals him. Pretty good. And then that coupled with Steel is going to be helpful because he's going to get to 50% health, gain immunity, and heal off his passive back to like 60% or so, and then survive. And he's an assassin. A Steel assassin. I like this, dude. Nocturne is definitely going to be good, man. I like that. Nocturne being a Steel assassin is definitely going to be super, super good. Is there an item that makes a champion Steel? No, there isn't. If there was, that would be really good, though. Because I think Steel is one of the best buffs. We have Kiana here. Okay. So Kiana's origin is is variable because depending on what you buy her at, she's that origin, so she can help round out your comps. She's an assassin though. Can she be... Kiana dashes to the side of a target and throws blast. Damage stun them if it passes. Kiana's element will change every match between... wait, this might not be good actually, because if you have a forest comp and she's forced for one round and then switches to Inferno the next round, you lose the bonuses. I don't know. I don't know. This seems kind of weird. I don't think she's actually that good because of the RNG of it. You could just lose because of RNG. But she is an assassin though, and seems good, right? Stunning enemies that pass it. Assassin with a stun could be good. I'm not too sure what to think about Kiana yet though. So after Kiana, we have Scion. Is Scion a steel champion? No, he's not. He's a shadow. Scion's ability is Q. Smashes axe on the ground after a short delay, dealing damage and knocking up enemies in the area. Seems good. AoE, 200 damage stun ability. He reminds me of kind of like a Mordekaiser Q probably, but with a stun too. Not bad. Shadow, if he gets his Q off in the first 5 seconds somehow, if you stack him with Seraphs or something, he could do a really high damage Q, which is nice. And he's Berserk, jumps in the front and tanks for your team. Not bad. I like it. I think Berserks are going to be like the main tank classes, because since they jump in the front at the start of combat, they're definitely going to beef up your team. Sivir, this is a new one. Sivir's new. Oh, Sion's new too, but Sivir's new as well. Sivir's active Ricochet. For the next 5 seconds, Sivir's attacks will bounce up to 10 times nearby allies, dealing damage and spreading on-hit effects. Whoa! So Sivir is gonna be an insane hyper carry. Sivir seems like the new Jinx. The second she activates her ult, she AoEs the entire enemy team. Imagine having her with a bunch of attack speed and fucking Static Shiv and all that, and Rage Blade and Runans. She's gonna melt the enemy team. And she's a desert unit too, so she's going to lower their armor and melt all the lowered armor targets. And she's Blade Master. Whoa, Sivir seems really good. Sivir seems like the new Draven / Jinx hyper carry unit. You full on stack her attack speed and damage and on hit, and then she just lasers down the entire enemy team. And she, oh yeah, she can proc Giant Slayer too because it procs on hit effects. And Hush. Wait, Sivir is actually so good, bro. Sivir is actually so good. I think Sivir's insanely good. This is probably the hidden OP right here. Soraka, here's another new one. Soraka's a light Mystic. Interesting. Oh, Mystic is the new dragon. All allies gain magic resistance. 70, 150. Oh, this is all allies. Wait, you only need 2 of them to give all allies 70 MR? That seems really, really good. Wait, maybe a Mystic Guardian comp is going to be the new thing, because they're going to get like infinite armor and infinite MR. Wait a minute. Warden might not be that bad. Warden really might not be that bad if Mystic gives them such an easily accessible amount of MR. I know it's not percent, but 70 MR is basically 3 Megatron cloaks you're putting on a champion. Soraka, and her ability creates a stone at that random enemy's location, dealing damage and preventing mana from being made and restored from enemies inside. So she kind of has like a pseudo silence. And at rank 3, it lasts for 7 seconds. So she's basically silences someone for the whole game at that point. Someone else is coming home, it seems. So my dogs are going ham. But okay, Soraka. Mystic seems really, really good. I like Mystic. And next on what? We have Veigar. Primordial Burst. Blast an enemy. So same ult. Kills someone if they're lower star level than Veigar. Is a Shadow. It's not too useful that he's a Shadow unit, because he insta-kills most people anyway. But he's a mage as well, though, so maybe he can kill 2 different people. That would be kind of interesting, right? I think Veigar overall got nerfed a bit, because Yordle was really good with him, actually. So I think Veigar overall got nerfed a bit. Let's take a look at our 4-cost units now. 4-cost, we have Annie in the game now. Okay. Annie's ability is Summon Tibber. Summons Tibbers to fight alongside her, dealing damage to air. So she basically summons like a Elemental Golem, and as AoE damage, too, which is nice. As Inferno, so it'll burn everyone around the Tibbers, and is a summoner, so the Tibbers is going to get a bunch of extra health. Seems really good. 6 mages, Veigar would be OP. No, not OP. He would just ult 2 times every ult, which I don't even think is that good. Unless you have Ludens and stuff, right? When you want to ult twice, that just kills 2 people. But if you have an ASOL that ults twice, that kills 2 teams, baby. You know? Annie, I don't think she's going to be that good. Unless Tibbers is crazy overstated, she does not look that good. Next one, we have Ashe, still 4 cost. No, she went up. She leveled up. She used to be a 3 cost. She's a 4 cost now. And then her active, instead of her ult, is her Q. Ashe gains attack speed and replaces her basic attacks with a flurry of 5 arrows for 5 seconds. Attack speed 50%, damage per arrow, total damage. That's still really good, though. That's still really good. So every auto Ashe is doing 250% damage. And she's Crystal, so she can't get one shot. And she's Ranger. Ashe is going to be Beast, I think. She can't get one shot. She's a really good DPS champion, too. And she has, like, infinite attack speed. She's going to be Beast. Next one, we have Brand. Brand is no longer an Elementalist. He's now an Inferno and a Mage. And his ult is still the same. But his ult bouncing from unit to unit and leaving the puddle of Inferno there is going to be really good. He's going to basically set the whole map on fire on the enemy side. And if he double casts his ult, forget about it, bro. Imagine all those fucking fireballs bouncing around everywhere, killing everyone. Wait, imagine maging Annie and she summons 2 Tibbers. That could be insane, bro. That could be really insane. Summons double Tibbers to tank. Hold on, wait. What other champs would be crazy with the double? Is that 20 bounces? Yeah, rank 3 is 20 bounces, but good luck getting rank 3 Brand. Next one up, we have Janna, which is another win unit. So far, we haven't seen many win units, actually. It's only Yasuo and Janna. And her ability is Maelstrom. Janna channels and heals allies based on their maximum health and stun nearby enemies for 1 second. Good. It doesn't knock them away. It actually stuns them, and it heals all allies for 1 second. 30%. That's actually a lot. So she's like an instant redemption that stuns everyone and heals them. So, yep, she's going to be good with GA. Put her in the front. And she's a Mystic, which gives MR. I'm telling you, man, Mystic seems good. Mystic and Warden seems really good. And then you have a Hyper Carry, and you put the Warden's mail on it so that they're tanky too. Seems super, super good. Like, maybe put like a... What would be hyper? Put a Sivir with the Warden's mail on. Make her a Warden. So she has like a bunch of armor, and she has a bunch of MR with Mystic. And then give her like a Bloodthirster and some attack speed, and she'll be fucking invincible, dude. Straight up invincible. Next one, we have Kha'Zix, which is a 4 cost unit now. Damn, my man Kha'Zix stepped up. From a 1 cost to a 4 cost. Good job to my boy, yo. Rising through the ranks. And then his ult is his R now instead of his Q. Goes in stealth and attacks the enemy with the lowest health after a short delay. This attack is a critical strike and restores mana. Wow. Okay, so he goes invisible. So if he's low health, he goes invisible, runs away for a bit, and then hits the lowest health enemy with a crit that restores a tiny bit of mana, it seems. Pretty interesting. He could be good with Warmongs then, so that he can heal while he's invisible. And he's a desert, and he's an assassin as well. Seems pretty solid. I don't know if he's a 4 cost unit solid, but he seems pretty solid. I don't think he's actually that good now that I think he's a 4 cost. As a 4 cost unit, you need some AoE, or 1v9 ability. Malphite, 4 cost, Mountain, Unstoppable Force, so he's going to tank up at the beginning of combat. And now that I think about it, Mountain does not seem that OP because there's only 2 champions with it. It's Malphite and Talia. And if you're getting a 4 cost, by that time a 1500 shield is not that crazy. So Mountain does not seem that insane. Warden's pretty interesting though. Malphite launches towards a random enemy dealing damage and knocking them all nearby enemies and stunning them in the air. Stun, it starts off at a 2-second stun. Malphite's going to be good, bro. Malphite with a big AoE stun that damages is going to be really good. Next one, we have Olaf, a 4 cost unit. He better have his R. Active, Olaf gains attack speed and lifesteal and becomes immune to crowd control until the end of battle. Whoa! Okay, Olaf is insane. If you somehow make Olaf... if you do this build on... the Exodia build on Olaf, he's going to be insane, dude. Because he's going to dodge crits, be immune to this, have immune to CC, and lifesteals the whole time. And he's glacial, too, so he's stunning people he hits, too. Wait, Olaf seems like a really good melee hyper carry. I think Olaf's going to be the new, like, Shyvana that just 1v9s games. This is sick. I want to make an Olaf fucking comp, dude. This shit seems insane. And you don't even need Dragon's Claw on him sometimes, too. If you have 2 Mystics, that works, too. And if you make him... oh, my God. Make him a Warden? Holy shit. Make him a Warden, put Dragon Claw on him? Dude. That's insane. Put a Rage Blade on him, too? Holy shit. He's going to be slamming. Next up, we have Twitch. Twitch gets Spray and Pray, so okay. He gets unlimited range and increased damage for 8 seconds. That could be really good. And if it's AoE too, it'll be really nice. He's definitely going to be another hyper carry you put in the back. He's a ranger. He can poison the entire enemy team and then AoE them all down and kill them. He's going to be the kind of like an Ashe Varus kind of thing. You stack him with these items and you just put him in the back. He doesn't go invisible or anything. He doesn't move in. He just stays in the back, just popping people off. Yeah, I think Olaf is going to be really, really good in this. And then we have Warwick. Ooh, Warwick is in the game now, too. Very interesting. Another champion I like. He's a light champion. His active is Shepherd of Soul, so his passive. Warwick blesses his allies with the lowest health, not including light walkers. When they die, they resurrect as a light walker and benefits from the effect of light origin. What? So allies? What? So this is a active. So once he gets enough mana, he puts like a spell or a mark on his allies with lowest health, and once they die, they summon a 500 health light walker that has the attack speed from light. Dude, this seems really, really good, especially with lights being the you have to suicide one of your light units too. This seems really, really good, man. You put Aatrox in the front, this one in a little bit in the back. He ults and then marks Aatrox. Aatrox dies, gives everyone light, and summons a zombie in the front to tank some more. And he's a summoner. Warwick seems pretty good. So those are all the 4 costs. I really like Olaf. I like Olaf and Malphite a lot. These champions seem really good. Warwick seems really good too. 5 costs. We only have 5 costs. We're running out of them now. So there's only 6 left because the last one is just Lux. But here we go. 5 costs. Master Yi. I knew my boy Master Yi would be in the game. But he's a Mystic? I thought he would be a Ranger. Why don't they make Master Yi a Ranger, man? Because, like, it fits thematically. Because, you know, Master Yi, when they made Master Yi, right? They designed him to be a melee AD carry. So it would have been so cool to make him a Ranger, man. They should have made him a Ranger, bro. Alright. But Master Yi has Meditate. Master Yi becomes channels for one. Okay, Master Yi channels for 1.5 seconds, becoming untargetable and recovering health. After that, attacks deal bonus magic damage for 6 seconds. Interesting. So if you get him low health, he pops his ultimate, and then he goes invincible for a bit, healing a bit, and then he comes back and starts slam dunking on people. He's a shadow unit, so he does a lot of damage at the start of combat. But this could be kind of bad though, because it's 5 seconds, and if he gets bursted, he wastes 1.5 seconds healing. So he'll waste some of this time. He's a Blade Master, and he's Mystic. I swear, Mystic is gonna be OP, bro. Mystic is gonna be OP. Ranger is generally someone with a bow. I know, but it fits thematically for Master Yi, someone designed to be a melee ADC in a meta. You know, when they designed him to lane against other ADCs in the bot lane when it was mostly range champions. So it would have been thematically cool to make him a Ranger, I think. I think he should have been a Ranger Blade Master. That would have been really sick, you know? A Ranger Blade Master. But yeah, Mystic, he... Again, really, really good. How many Mystics are there? There's 4 Mystics. All you really need is 2, I think. I don't think you need 4. You just need to splash in 2, and you'll be chilling, bro. You'll be so chilling. Nami, another Mystic here. Ocean Mystic. I swear, Mystic is actually so good. That's why they put them on 5 cost units. Ocean is kind of bad, though, I think. And her ult is sends a massive wave towards a random enemy, damaging, knocking up enemies it passes through, and granting allies it passes through bonus magic damage on hit. Okay. So you want to put her in the back, because if it hits your own allies, it gives them a damage amp. She's a 5 cost unit, so she's probably going to be good, and this is probably going to deal a bunch of damage. But not too sure about her yet. I don't like Ocean. I don't like the fact that she's Ocean. Singed, for some reason, is a 5 cost unit, bro. Whoa! He has his own thing, Alchemist, so he's kind of like the new Exiled, like Yasuo. Innate, Alchemist, ignore collision and never stop moving. Singe leaves a trail of poison clouds behind him. Yeah, yo, so he's just going to be like Singed in Summoner's Rift, just running around everywhere, poisoning everyone. This is cool, man. I don't think he's going to be that good, but I think this is going to be pretty fun, though. And he's going to be probably tanky as hell, too. They should make him somehow tankier, too, and make him kind of like a tank. Next up, we have Taric. After a delay, Taric and all nearby allies become invulnerable for a few... Taric gets his... Oh, wait, this is insane. And he's a Warden and Crystal, so he's not going to get one shot. If you pair Taric with Mystics, or the fucking Dragon Claw, he's guaranteed to basically get his ult off and give your team a Kindred ulti. Taric is definitely good. Taric is definitely going to be good. Because Kindred ulti is so good, and he has a better Kindred ulti, it seems. Right? Yeah, he has kind of like a Kindred ulti, yeah. Dude, I think Tarek's going to be really good. The fact that you can't one-shot him is really important, man. You can't one-shot the Tarek. Tarek is going to be really good. Next up, we have Zed. Yo, my man Zed is... Yo, our assassin gang, rise up. We're moving up in the world, man. Zed is becoming a 5-cost. Kha'Zix became a 4-cost. Damn. His ability is Living Shadow. Zed creates a identical clone of himself behind the target. This clone can also conjure up a flash and innates the items and attributes of the current life of Zed. What? Conjure up a flash? What does that even mean? He's an electric assassin. Yup, this is going to be really, really good. Zed is going to be insanely good since he's an electric assassin. And he crits. And he's a summoner. Oh, that's kind of weird, though, that he's a summoner, though. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about it, but I know these two are really good together. If you somehow get fucking electric 4, holy shit, you're going to be slam dunking on people, bro. So there's Zed. And then lastly, we have the best... You know, we got to put the E-Girl unit in the game as the craziest unit here. Whoa! Yo. An avatar's origin element is counted for twice the trait bonuses. This is good. This means 1 of Lux counts for 2 of anything. Like 2 Infernos, 2 Oceans, 2 Shadows. So just herself can start granting bonuses. I think you want Mountain Lux. You basically just have Mountain Lux and you give an ally a 1500 shield. That could be insanely good, right? I'm not sure how you get to pick are chosen from a set of options and change every match. I don't know. I don't know how this works, but this is going to be good. And her ult is her ult. If an enemy kills, she restores 50. Yeah, she's crazy. She's fucking a crazy unit. She's 7 costs. So she can be anything. And then she ults and it has a 600 base damage ult, which is going to kill like anything. And then if you kill something, she gets mana back to ult again and kill something else. So, of course, 7-cost unit. Of course, she's going to be insanely good. Electric Lux. Yeah, electric. Yo, you throw in 1 electric Lux with the assassins. Oh my god, she's good, bro. Lux is definitely going to be in every late game comp. Every single late game comp is going to have Lux. For sure. This is not TFT. This is TF Lux at this point. There's no way you don't run a Lux, right? She's just way too good. I don't like that. I don't like that Riot made 1 unit way too good, bro. They definitely made Lux so good that she's required to be played. Tell me not. When do you not use Lux? Why did they make Star Guardian Urgot the 7 cost? I feel like they definitely made her too required to where every game you need a Lux in the late game. No matter what your build is, you're gonna need a Lux. I don't like that. I like how every comp has their late game hyper carry. Like Nobles, they have their late game Kale. Fucking Imperials, they have their late game Swain. But now every game, it's like they have their late game Lux. Every comp has their late game Lux. Very interesting. So that's all of the champions there. Here's everything again. Lux has, of course, Lux even looks real pretty down here too of all her colors. Pretty interesting stuff. I'm thinking Mountain is good. If you can cheese an early Mountain, you auto win. Woodland is good in the early game, but you're going to have to sell them off and upgrade your comp later on. Kind of like Druids in auto chess as well. They're really good early, but they fall off really bad. Yeah, I still think that the best build is something with Olaf and just making him invincible. Because what's going to kill him if he's invincible? What's going to kill him? I really don't know what's going to kill him. There's nothing in the game that can just fucking straight up kill him. Maybe fucking Rek'Sai's true damage will bite through him. He's immune to CC. He's going to heal a shit ton. He's going to be crazy good. Oh, also, here's the new things too. These hexes are part of every round now too. And I don't think it matters what your team is. It's just random. But at the start of combat, if you put a champion on the Inferno Hex, that champion starts combat with 30% more attack speed. If you put a champion on the Cloud Hex, they gain dodge. Put it on the Ocean Hex, they gain 30% additional mana at the start of combat, which is really good for your mages, man. You want to put down your mages. And the Mountain Hex is interesting because this is one of the ones that lets you build up a unit, right? At the start of each planning phase, this unit permanently gets 30 health. So say you put something on the Mountain Hex 10 rounds in a row. It just has 300 extra health. So it lets you tank up your hyper carry. If you put your Olaf on the Mountain Hex every round, he gains 30 permanent health every single round, which is interesting. It lets you choose who you want to stack health on and who you want to invest in, which I like. I really like these, actually. I like the mountain one the most. And here's the new items. Spatula plus thing is Inferno. Spatula plus MR is Talisman for light. Spatula plus crit glove is Brawler's Axe. Interesting. Yeah, since there's no more Yordle, does this still give dodge? It probably does still give dodge, right? And then mana plus this instead of becoming demon is mage. And then warden is of course this. I think this is the best one. The warden one is gonna be really, really good. Mainly because like the wardens suck and you only really want warden 2, so you can really tank someone up. Wind is the new Yordle, yeah. So I think this still gives the same stats though. And then these are of course the same. Hey, all the items, 5 items got taken out, but guess what? Your boy Youmuus is still in the game, baby. You can't get me out of there, bro. We still in there, baby. Let's go. That's actually hype as hell. And here's the new board, by the way. They made the board a lot bigger. They have one more row, kind of. So you have a lot more units. Right now the board is like this. So now the board added all of this. So positioning is going to be a lot more important. You're going to see those hexes pop up, and you put your units on them for the bonuses. Yeah, pretty damn interesting overall. But that is all the new stuff so far. Look forward to some videos of me trying that stuff out on PBE when it comes out. I think it is out already, right, on PBE. I should start making some content on it now. But that's probably going to be the end of the video. And, wow, this is a 55-minute video. It's probably going to be the end of the video and the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, though. Yeah, since you guys showed up, I'm going to give everyone their peace outs. Peace out, Robin Hood. Peace out, Swooly Rangar. Peace out, Samir, Greek Draven, random name. Did my thing freeze? There we go. Gabriel. Dragoflame, Crypto Climb. Thank you guys all for watching, man. Hope you guys enjoyed and are excited for the new TFT thing. I kind of just got to Diamond and got bored of it, but this seems a lot more interesting, man. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Recessive 1%, Chebly, Angelo. Peace out, everyone.